Hey guys, welcome to Digital Gigger. In today's video, we're talking about how to rent your car on Turo and how to make money by lending your car to other people. So let's get into a couple topics about renting cars to strangers through the internet with an app called Turo and what you need to do to get started. So traditionally, when you wanted to rent a car, you would go to an agency and you would rent a car. You don't know what kind of car you'd be getting. It could be anything, whatever they had on the lot. And then you would drive away, have it for a couple days, bring it back. And if anything happens, you'd probably be charged a lot of money for scratches, things, dings, bings, whatever might be on the car. And not much has changed when you use Turo, except the fact that there's more choices of cars that you can pick from and that you can get much nicer cars than you could ever get from some of the agencies that you might be familiar with renting rental cars. So how do you get started with Turo, and why would you want to do that with your most expensive possession, I guess, for a lot of people, which would be their car? In addition to their house, the car is always going to be one of the biggest investments that you've made, and now you're going to allow strangers to drive it. Why would you want to do that? Well, one is that you have the chance to make a lot of money by renting your car out. A person who rents a car on Turo, if it's rented out most days of the month, could actually make their car payment and more. There are quite a few people on Turo that have not only bought one car, used Turo, paid for that car, and ended up getting a couple other cars and have a fleet of cars, basically having their own rental fleet that they're making money off, and it's constantly coming in and they're covering the cost of the car. Obviously, somebody could damage your car, and that could be a problem, and you could be without a car while it's getting repaired and losing money and not be able to cover the payments. But these are things that sometimes you have to take a risk when you're trying to come up with business ideas. Now, if you want to start slowly, you have a car, maybe it's not a brand new car, it's, a car that's got a little bit of use, a couple years old, then why not try putting it on Turo and seeing what kind of traction you get with those rentals. Now, where a lot of people have been making a good amount of money with Turo is when they have actually cars that are in high demand because people want to have to test drives. Like, for example, Teslas are a perfect example of a car that does really well on the Turo platform. A lot of people have never driven an electric car or might want to have a bit of a drive-in one before they commit to buying a Tesla. So they will rent a Tesla from an owner on Turo, have a few days with it, see if that's the kind of car that they like, if the range works for them, and it works out for the Tesla owner because it's a car that's in high demand, and it works out for the person that's renting it because now they've gotten to test a car that they were thinking of purchasing without, being committed to a salesperson or having to go down to a dealership or anything like that. In Tesla's case, they don't even have dealerships. They really, it's bought online, and you don't have a chance to try the car before you make a commitment. So these are the kind of things that thinking outside of the box could end up making you some money if you know the type of market that Turo customers look for when they're renting vehicles. As far as insurance, you can get insurance through Turo, and that would cover you in case something happens to your car while it's being rented out. So Turo is sort of like the Airbnb, but for cars, where people will rent your car. It's basically the sharing economy. So basically, you're sharing your property with someone else, just as you would with an Airbnb, where you're sharing your space with someone else for a profit. And that is something kind of cool that you can now take a thing like a car that's not an asset that appreciates in value, that actually goes down in value, but you can actually make money from it when you're not using it. So there might be days of the week that you're not really using your car, or now that a lot of us are at home because of the pandemic, the car sits in the driveway most of the week, then you could rent it out and make some money. So hey guys, if you like money-making ideas and want to learn more about other opportunities that you might have making money from home, if you subscribe to this channel, we're constantly uploading that type of content, so don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you hit the like button, you help us get found in the YouTube algorithm. So hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment box below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.